Good day, Lords and Ladies. Welcome back to Rimworld Medieval Underworld as our group of intrepid goblins and the new member of the group, Worm the human. Just a basic human, nothing particularly outstanding. Last episode just explained the sort of situations we are trapped in our kindergarten sort of zone. Where we sort of initially clambered up to. If we try and clamber out of this hollow, we cannot get back in. So we have to be aware of that fact. As a result, we can't leave here until I feel comfortable enough in leaving. Because once we leave, we can't get back in. So, yes, we need to basically figure out how to get out of this region. We could go eventually when the tribe leaves. We could go south, try and follow the cave systems down this way. We could go to the west and try and follow the cave systems out here, or we could try and slug it through the mountains or head north. So 3 out of the 4 ways involve leaving via cave systems eventually of some description, while 1 is just a full-on slog on the surface. But that's for another time. We have some salt, which is fantastic. Coarse rock salt. Get materials and leather and all that kind of stuff put away. Here we have some prototypes for things that we need to make. Also, just like stuff like eating bone, doing that technical exploration crafting spot, that's fine. Red, since you're the closest person, just pick up a bone. We'll get that research out of the way as well. Yeah, so that's done. Got the training done. Fantastic. Okay. So we've got cultivation, construction, weapons, which would be good. Animal handling would be lovely. Get animal handling online. But weapons as well. I'm going to have to go with weapons because we're getting raided again because we completed tribal wear. Warning, research began. Okay. Yeah, so something's kicked off and something hostile has crept into the region. Are they going to go straight for us? Or no, they're going for the bugs. Okay, so the bugs are going to wipe them out again. That's fortunate for us. Unfortunately, it does seem they were goblins, which is problematic because it would have been nice to have goblins. But they continue to attack. They have flint, actually. That flint is really useful. So, yeah. Night comes, and we will go and do what we need to do. Yeah, so we can do cavalry spikes, throwing rocks, all that kind of jazz. I was producing a lot of timber because we need to have some wooden armor being produced, and it is expensive. So we were pouring out supplies. But now with the crafting spot, we can start making some basic weapons. Flint knife would be nice. Basic sling is also good. Problem with the prototypes is that they start off in a really rough shape. Having bone would be good as well. Making clubs, make steak. Making sharpened steak is pretty good, to be honest. Let's suspend that and make a couple of sharpened steaks. And see how long that takes us. It's going to take us a little bit of time. That's fine. In the meantime, we are getting wooden planks produced in large quantities because we need to make some armor. We also need to see how the crops are growing. Those are growing fine. 15%. 77%. Soon we'll get a crop of plants coming in. Okay. You're bleeding and crawling away, but you're not going to survive. Right. Ram is due to give birth in less than 6 days. You can prepare for the baby. Okay. So we need to have a baby chamber set up, realistically speaking, away from the rest of the community. So orders, mining, let's do what we said we're going to do. It's not unusual in sort of prehistoric societies. Like, you did get separate birthing chambers. We have records of them in the archaeological record, where expectant mothers could be sort of go and rest. So let us dig out a side chamber from the main sleeping area, where the mother can basically go into and have rest and all that kind of stuff. She's going to give birth in less than 6 days. Yeah, that needs to get finished. How are we looking food-wise? Not great. Oh, we got some food over here, so it could be worse. Haul these, please, and we'll get to using them in a second. Okay. Rock salt is useful to us, because if we need to, we can make rock salt, like salt barrels of food. It requires... Actually, we haven't unlocked it yet, so we can't do it. Okay. Call this build one in here. Also probably build a yeah. Get this all cleaned up. Like I said, this isn't going to be like a permanent... Like, this isn't going to be like a permanent area. Like this nesting area that we're in is not going to be permanent. It's going to be something that we stay into for a while until either we run out of animals to hunt, or just various other factors. Okay, so that's done. We've got enough wood to start making... tribal would be nice, but we need to start making some armors, to be honest. Wooden armor for our goblins. Yeah. And get just more planks being made. Okay, worm. Is it that time of night when everybody's asleep yet? No, almost. We'll soon send someone down. They haven't stopped moving yet. Okay. Like, blue, when you come, we may start the crossbreeding process. Because, to be honest, we need some genetic variety in the colony. Okay, yeah. Once again, get someone there to just chop that to stop it from setting fire to stuff. Okay. Right, Hare, you're up. Okay. So, first things first. We need that slate. And you need to grab that dead goblin. Everything else is secondary to the situation. So, yeah, put the goblin in there. Did they have anything decent on them? No, I mean, like, what even did they come in swinging at us with? Hook. An iron flail actually is pretty nice, so I may have to send you... I'm going to send you back down there to get the flail boy. Because that would be nice to have, even in its roughed up state. Everything else is secondary. I'm not overly concerned. I'd rather make it so that... Ooh, food trader. Like, we see a ship. Yeah, like, oh, this is good. So, like, as everybody is sort of standing by, saying about, like, that's our tribe of things are here, they get beckoned out by a weird floating construct who tries to negotiate them. We know there's people inside, but yes. Okay, so what are they willing to trade us for? There we go, and got nothing that they really want, unfortunately. We got a little bit of gold. We have nothing that they want. Ah, man, that's so annoying. So they're not interested in any of the Flopsum and Jepsum that we've got on us. Okay. Well, let's try and get some breeding going on here with Blue and Worm. Whatever weird species we get out of it. It's probably like half-goblin or hobgoblin or something like that. That would be cool. Right, already Blue's husband? How did that happen? Did you get a message? Wildman joins. Did they just decide to get married? No, they just decided. Okay. Well, good for them, I suppose. All right. Yeah, get some experience making some stuff. Just like, bits and pieces. Stone cutting, we don't have that yet. We've got... Actually, we do have a primitive digging spot. So we can actually do some... we could do something like... Where is it? Anywhere here we can do. Okay, yeah. So we can actually get someone here digging up clay for us to try a hand at pottery, which would be nice. And the mining points, what does that give us? Just mine coal chunks and gather salt. Okay, so that's not greatly important right now. Get some prototype for, like, we don't have any straw, so that's off the table. Yeah, it needs hay, which we don't have. Okay, that's annoying. Like, some cavalry spikes. Yeah, spikes to slow down and enemies come across them. I mean, that couldn't be too bad. Like, we have, like, a bit of a rampart in front of us anyway. Fascinating. Okay, so Blue and Worm have bonded, which is fantastic. Very nice to see. Which would probably suggest we're not going to go full on have like a sort of, well, maybe we will have a slave system, but just don't do it based off like xenology type. Just do it off just general not liking you. Okay. I was hoping. There's the flail. Very nice. You're terrible at melee, though. Like, how are you for melee? Information. That does 4.9 damage with the wooden stake. Okay, yeah, fine. Equip the flail. You can have the stake as a backup weapon. Okay. Yeah. Stuff on it had the hood is nice. Got a nice little hood out of it. Everything else not great. Okay. Get some more drying racks for hides up. But yes, start to produce some armor. Yeah. Enlightenment. Fantastic. The hedgehog. We can actually do the next spot of research, which is also great. Yeah, time to get some basic protection down, I think. Yeah, let's get some cavalry spikes down. So for them to get... Yeah, so we have that up. So if they want to try and get across the spikes, we got a little bit of fortified enchantments now, so they had to get across a pit and into that, so we can actually hold them fairly well now, which is nice. Get some clay being produced, maybe get some basic pottery being produced. Very nice to see. Yeah, we can't do anything with you. You're not wanting any of the stuff we have. Ram, please be careful. Okay, those crops are growing. I'm worried about issuing out hunting orders. Because soon we're going to have childbirth coming in. Okay, first of all, like, charcoal is fine, tar is fine, raw products. Like, yeah, no lumber, please. Because, like, we can't afford you using lumber for that. Same with that, no planks. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we've got some clay made. Let's make... Let's build a secondary crafting spot. And with clay, we should be able to make... a couple of pots. Don't have enough people to craft. I'd like to hunt that thing, to be honest. Like, how nasty is it? It's going to chew our faces off if we try and hunt it. 10% chance. We need to have more people on hand if we're going to hunt it. Okay. Owlbear is lurking about. I need to be careful of the owlbear. Okay, first start, let's... Yeah, don't go up here unless you have to. I don't trust the owlbear not to try and eat us when it needs food. Okay. Crop is coming in nicely. Let me guess, that's also a hare thing. Hare was making some pots. Okay. Right. Okay. Timber is done. Get stuff going nicely. Yeah, some nice crafts coming along. Yeah, that's fine, I don't care. Everyone has beds, though. Yeah. Okay, so get that kicked out and going nicely. Have enough clay stored away, that's fine. Yeah, wet clay pots, we dry it outdoors so it degrades over time. First bit of armor is out, which is good. Blue, you're going to take it because it will give you a degree of protection. Slows your movement speed down a tad, but we can take it. Okay. we are actually starting to get a bit low on timber. But I think what we'll do first is we will do a gathering spot. Oh yeah, his intelligence, because that infects... Oh, he's got like no int at all. Okay, so probably why the tribe doesn't see him as problematic, because he's not really self-aware. Let's do another gathering. And get everyone set up. And while we're doing that, everyone recreation at the same time. Yeah, and everyone always carries like ammunition on them. Except for you, because you can't do archery, so it's never going to be an issue for you. That probably means we need to spit out a bunch more ammunition. Okay. Primitive ammo. Okay. This is going off. One way or the other, if we may get children really soon. It'd be interesting to see if we get any interesting random characteristics when they're born. Who knows? Who knows? But having 4 loads of children in the colony is going to be interesting, if nothing else. Yeah, baby spots we have to consider. For all the babies. Okay. Okay. So far, going from our experience of what we've had, actual other goblins have been, inefficient. Ooh, really inefficient. Okay. So that wasn't great. Just making prototype stuff is probably going to be the best way forward then. Manufacturing experience, wooden spikes, like meat rack, like that kind of thing. Cloth walls, hide walls. Ram, where are you going? Yeah, stay away from the insects, please. Blinking goblins giving me nightmares. Okay. Like, we need this first batch of children to come out. Just because, like, it's going to be the only way we can really absorb casualties. Because our children grow quickly. I'm not liking how close that Alba is getting to us. Like, one bad instance of the Alba getting hungry, I'm in for a really bad time. All the things you don't expect happening in a tribal playthrough. Okay. Food-wise. Yeah, soon our stuff is going to go bad, which is problematic. It's deteriorating because it's outdoors. Okay, right. Time to make a emergency. Yeah, we're going to make an emergency food hole. Or storeroom. It wasn't unheard of historically. You get like grain vaults or grain pits where you put grain inside and then put like a clay top on the pot on top of it. That was quite common. Let's get some manufacturing experience. They're wanting us to get experience making stuff like the wooden throwing spikes and everything, correct? So let's get one of those done. Yeah, wooden throwing spikes, manufacture spike trap, that kind of thing. Cloth wall, that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, you two get some loving, please. Okay. Maybe do like a caste system, maybe have it so that like the pure breed goblins are a higher caste rather than like half breed or like half bred or half human, half goblin or goblinoid. I don't know. Like hobgoblins maybe they become hobgoblins. I mean the thing is that like Worm's traits are he's much more like construction, cultivation. Intellectually he's got like no military prowess, he's got no he's got no sort of combat ability. So it wouldn't be like that impressive. Okay. So we need to clear this out. What we're going to do is we're going to take what's remaining of this smoked insect meat and we're going to bury it, for lack of a better word. It's going in a chamber where it's pitch and it's dark as the ace of spades. I can't see anything. Can someone build a torch so we can see what's going on, please? Okay, so he's chopping down wood. That's fine. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to do a stockpile in here. And it's going to be... yeah, smoked, like clear all, smoked insect meat and set it to critical. And we're going to then go construction. Well, structure in this case. What do we have? Do we have any stones in? We do have sandstone chunks. Okay. Sandstone chunks. Put one in there, please. Yeah. We're going to take a bit of our... and here we're going to say no to... storage, no to smoked insect meat, please. Once again, I have to tell them to not use the planks because the timber is expensive. Okay, quest available. A Praetorian of the Empire of Eternity is calling from nearby his guards. Killed in ambush and escaped. He's been followed by a man-hunting rat. Wants to keep him safe. Like, I think this is the thing, is like we don't acknowledge this because obviously the Empire wouldn't care about goblins. So, okay, so we put the meat in there, and we get full resources back for this. So let's seal up the entrance with a piece of cloth. So now they shouldn't be deteriorating. Well. Blue. Okay, Blue. No, you have to survive, Blue. Everyone to battle stations. The battle stations. You should be able to outpace... Come on, Blue. You can make it. We'll get them into a tight spot. Like, we haven't got a lot of combat ability. Owlbear Revenge. Yeah. You guys get back here. Get in there. Hit it. Beat it with sticks. We can't allow any of the pregnant ones to basically fight, so it's going to be... Yeah. It went Manhunter on us. Like, Blue is hurt. Oh, we lost a toe with Blue. Quickly. We need... Someone has medical supplies. Bio. Did someone have medicine on them? Okay, yeah. So you drop the medikit. You're gonna get... Health-wise, it's just blood loss. So you don't need medical healing. You need to go and lie down, Blue. As do you. Hedgehog, quickly. You're already healing people. You lost toe. Like in the log. Yeah, Blue is... had blah blah blah. Owl body struck the body. Owlbear fluttered it from the attack. Blue tried to smash the owlbear but missed. Yeah, basically one stroke from its toe and it almost lost a toe. Like horrific backwards and forwards. Worm took a beating, lacerated his right claw, scratching his shoulder and left arm. Like you can see, just like one hit. Those traps really came in handy. Right, 10 to Blue. Like, Worm is not great. Worm is in a rough patch. You are in a worse patch, though. Okay. But... I think this would have definitely solidified Worm's place in the little tribe. Like, fighting like a massive beast like that, like, just going to town on a large beast. Got food poisoning now as well. That is not great. Who's got cleaning? Yeah, we got everyone cleaning. Clean. Like, Red can clean, perhaps? Okay, yeah, fragile chitin fur cloaks deteriorated, that's fine. cleaning up the home zone. Okay, the rain has come. So now is the time to harvest our berries before we lose any more to the rain. Yeah. Now don't sow right now. It's off. Just harvest. Come on. Bad bats got made. So food poisoning, is it? No, like... Yeah. Go and... rest there. Okay. Like, collect what plants we can. Okay, zones. We don't have any easy storage stuff, so let's say berries go... Let's say raw food. Okay, clear all. Like raw ingredients go in here. And that's critical. Yeah, so that's all the raw stuff goes in here out of the way of all the crafting stuff. Okay, let's try and gather some berries before we lose it all to flooding. Okay. Fortunately, we managed to survive that rather nasty owlbear attack. Downside is there's still 2 of them on the map, which is worrying. Yeah, so you've got major food poisoning, and are not healing great, and you're healing slowly because you're a human. Okay. Never dull moments in the home nest. You're growing fine. You're growing fine. You know, berries we have are okay. Not refrigerated, so they're going to go off, but harvest what we can from the flood rains. It's not flooding here, which is fine. Your ability to grow herbs is nice. Right. Get everything going. Like, blue is fully healed now, which is fantastic. Still got food poisoning, still lost a toe, which is problematic. But they're out of the danger zone. You're down for a while, but you got messed up by that owl there. Yeah, red. Soon we'll get to the next hurdle, which is the childbirthing phase for the colony. which is worrying because obviously we need the next generation to come through. We need to have at least 6 other colonists to replace any that we lose. Because our guys are like 18, like these are young goblins, and they'll be around a while. You're 25 though, so if we're going to get some breeding out of you, we're going to have to basically be aggressive with it. Once we're done with weapons, we're definitely going to go into animal taming. Because there's only 2 of the ground things left, and I'd love to get them as creatures. Like have them as like animal creatures in the. Yeah, blue is still messed up. What else can we make right now? Like building stuff we did. Okay, ingredients. The problem is we don't have a research like spot. You don't get those until later, after you've researched enough things. So it's a bit problematic. We'll put on a marriage spot if anybody ever wants to get married in this colony. Something like that. We'll probably make a decent one at some point. I mean, there are some nice props in here, I'm not going to lie. The thing with props is it's all very sort of I don't go into the whole like aesthetic kind of get up when it comes to doing like using props. So there you can do like plant animals. They don't do anything and they take steel, so it looks nice. But I was never a big one. I only had the mod because certain other mods required there to basically have it. I really, yeah. You don't get the sort of sitting around a spot thinking for a while yet. We can't begin that because we need at least anime grass. Where are you going? I swore I ordered there to be no. He's going all the way around there. Okay, fine. Look, don't care about that section. Just leave and come back home, please. Yeah, as I said, early game is going to be slow, folks. Haven't we got any meals? Actually, wait, who's our cooks? Hair's up. I mean, like, hair, like... Yeah, prioritize cooking at the campfire, mate. Get, like, stuff brought in and get food cooked. Like, Worm is up and about, which is great. Get hides put on to turn into rawhide, which is fantastic. But yeah, we have cooked food. It is coming along our little nest site. Obviously, once we get bigger colonies, stuff going on, try and tame some animals. Once I feel that we're in a good position, we'll probably reload. We'll probably start to migrate somewhere else on the world map, and it is a big world map. Like, I did 50% of the world, so we have a lot of places to explore. But like, this is a nice little nest area. Well, that's for next time, folks. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Rimworld Medieval Underworld, and we shall see you all again next time, folks. Goodbye.